Guys, this isn't going to be easy, but I have a confession that I have to make. My name is Brendan West, and I love American Idol. Now, I know what you're thinking. West, you don't seem to be a 40-year-old Caucasian housewife, so what are you doing watching American Idol? And what does any of this have to do with video games? Well, bear with me for a second, guys, all right? Because I'm going somewhere with this. I watch American Idol not for the competition that comprises the bulk of the season, but for the outstanding display of vocal ineptitude and complete lack of self-awareness that is the American Idol auditions.
My name is Nick Zitzman, and I am a 27-year-old software engineer from Midvale, Utah, and that is near the Salt Lake City area. I'm sorry. Let me try that again because it's not near the Salt Lake City area, it's in the Salt Lake area. Okay.
As somebody who possesses what I would call extreme self-hatred, nothing gets me off more than watching somebody make a complete fool of themselves in front of a crowd.
I'm a self-taught musician mostly. I have had a few private lessons in guitar, but that's about it. I think that Unchained Melody is an interesting song for this audition because it has a very wide range. It goes from here down to here.
I watch American Idol for the same reason that I would imagine a lot of people watch NASCAR, not to see things go right, but to see things go terribly wrong. And admittedly, the excitement of knowing that you could potentially see somebody die right in front of you.
Still mine, I need your love. I need your love.
What were we talking about? Oh, right. Madden NFL 17 released this past week, and much like American Idol, a Madden game is most entertaining in its first few weeks, because that's when you're seeing the game perform at its absolute worst. And really that goes for most EA Sports titles. EA Sports titles are notorious for having hilarious, albeit game-breaking glitches at launch. And frankly, watching the game shit its pants is usually more entertaining than the actual game itself. So does Madden NFL 17 live up to the hype? Well, let's take a look.
We are ready for quarter number 3. On the return, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Rashad Ross taking it in. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life at halftime. I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game.
That's pretty good. I mean, personally, I put a few hours in this game, and the only bug that I've encountered is that my quarterback is refusing to stand for the national anthem.
Before a big game, San Francisco 49er quarterback Colin Kaepernick refusing to stand for the national anthem.
And stand already, man. Come on, it's not that hard. Guys, I promise, I'm pressing the stand button.
It happened right before the 49ers preseason game against the Green Bay Packers Friday night. San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick sitting alone, surrounded by teammates, as the national anthem was played.
Press X to hold a press conference? Okay.
Will you continue, Colin, to sit? Will you continue to sit?
Yes, I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. To me, this is something that has to change. And when there's significant change, and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand. There's a lot of things that need to change. One specifically is police brutality. There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave for killing people.
Okay. We'll come back to that. Last week, we took a look at the world of virtual reality, and we discussed the repercussions of supporting a company like Oculus VR. I mentioned the HTC Vive as a viable alternative, but in truth, there is a third contender of sorts. The PlayStation VR is a PlayStation 4 exclusive VR headset, and while it won't be competing in the PC VR marketplace, it's still a very attractive option for consumers because of its significantly cheaper entry price. Dead or Alive Extreme 3 developers released a video recently showcasing the game's upcoming virtual reality mode. For context, Dead or Alive is a game about gorgeous, busty women in scantily clad bikinis doing some bullshit. I think they're like mowing lawns or something. Anyways, the VR mode is just about what you'd expect. Hey, that's the free market for you. This headset isn't even out yet, and there's already a game designed to allow people to virtually grope women. Doggone it, Japan. Some people would say that stuff like this is approaching an ethical gray area. But who knows? Maybe playing out these weird fetishes in a virtual environment will help satisfy people and prevent them from doing it in real life. Or maybe it'll encourage them. I don't know, I'm not a psychologist. In either case, let me know when they make a game where you can strangle yourself in a clown suit. I'm just kidding, I'm not really into that, was just a joke. Okay, so getting back to Madden NFL. Oh no!
Football star cut by the Ravens tonight, suspended by the NFL after a troubling new video has surfaced.
Looks like my starting running back just knocked out his fiance. Oh shoot, all right, hold on. And there, fixed it.
By early afternoon, the Ravens had terminated Rice's contract. The NFL suspending him indefinitely.
Press X to speak to the press. Okay.
I let my wife down. I let my daughter down. I let my wife's parents down. I let the whole Baltimore community down. And I got my teammates.
I don't remember the other Madden games being like this.
I let so many people down because of 30 seconds of my life that, I know I can't take back.
Okay, this is kind of a downer. We'll come back to that. They say you should never kick a man when he's down. But those people didn't pay $60 for No Man's Sky. Just 2 weeks after launch, No Man's Sky has lost nearly 90% of its initial player base. That number completely boggles my mind. Not the 90% that left, that makes total sense, but the 10% that are inexplicably sticking around. I mean, I'm inclined to think that a portion of these are just people that simply died in front of their computer screens, but for the rest of you guys, what are you sticking around for? Listen, I mean, if you enjoy the game, you enjoy the game, and I don't mean to put you down, it's just, I've been to the end game. I've seen the center of the galaxy, and there's nothing there for you. I'm left feeling like this game just wants to take your time and money and then try to woo you over with a bunch of beautiful but unsubstantive feel-good space nonsense that ultimately leads you to nothing. This game is like a fucking allegory for Scientology. The overwhelming sense of buyer's remorse this game has left players with has led to a fair amount of scrutiny being aimed towards video game return policies. If you bought the game off of Steam, they'll allow you to return the game so long as you haven't played it for more than 2 hours. But if you bought it off of the PlayStation Network, you're completely out of luck. Maybe if you purchased a physical copy, you'll have better luck, but certainly with that, the results are gonna vary. And good luck if you bought it from Circuit City, because I've been trying to figure out their new hours for like months now. I can never seem to get down there when the store's open. They have like it's like getting to the bank. It's like going to the bank. So just to reiterate, if you enjoy the game, you enjoy the game, and I'm not gonna fault you for that. It's just personally, I'm chalking this one up to a lesson learned about the importance of setting realistic expectations for upcoming. Oh,
O.J. Simpson formally charged today with 2 counts of murder. He was supposed to surrender at 11 o'clock today. Basically, his attorney turned his back and O.J. managed to get away.
Oh no, looks like one of my players murdered his fiance and is now involved in a low-speed car chase. Man, oh God, okay, all right, luckily I know a special code for this. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start.
It makes no sense, it doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Oh man, that was a close one. Press X to speak to the press. Okay.
Never struck anyone in their face, correct?
Correct.
And you never hurt your wife either, correct?
No, I hurt my wife, yes.
You never struck her with your hands, correct?
I never punched her, yes.
Did you ever strike her?
No.
Did you ever hurt her?
Yes.
Did you ever physically hurt her?
Yes.
Did you ever bruise her?
Yes.
Did you ever make her black and blue? You had your fingers around her throat, correct?
I could have touched her neck, yes.
What do you mean you could have touched her? This was a violent episode, wasn't it?
Well, yes, it was.
Oh Jesus, I really gotta stop pressing that button.